I totally forgot about the main part I wanted to talk about, and it was the Black China versus the Kardashians in the courtroom. It seems like things are not looking up for Black China personally. Um, but um, I forgot to talk about that because I was talking about some trifle and stuff that was going on, and I totally forgot about that. I'm gonna come on here. I should be only 25 minutes tops. So I totally forgot about that. Good thing I like doing this. So I want to talk about this right here. And I'm one of those people where I'm gonna say she can't say she didn't do that. So it said during Chris' second day of testimony, she detailed how she thought Chyna would kill Rob after she pointed a gun at him back in 2016. And it says, remember, I told y'all Chyna said she was just playing, but obviously Chris didn't see the joke. She says that she came to the conclusion after the multiple fights that the couple had over time and the cuts and bruises Rob would have on his body. Chyna lawyer did ask Chris why she never called the police on Chyna if she truly felt that she was a danger to Rob, and when she replied that she felt her own security could handle the situation. Okay, so you know what? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that part. Security. Your own security could handle the situation. How were they going to handle the situation? Miss Jenner, Kardashian, Gamble. Hmm. Let's continue. It says China lawyers then continue to drill down on Chris, asking her about the text messages where she called Chyna a bitch and her text messages asking the showrunner to take Chyna off. Chris explained she should have used a different word, but began to get emotional when comparing Chyna putting the gun to Rob's head to Kim getting robbed at gunpoint in Paris. People still don't know if the gun, if that whole thing in Paris was real. I mean, it's still to this day, people are like looking at that whole situation and they're like, huh? He did what with the who with the Uzi? What? I believe she did put some heat to his head. You don't jokingly put a glizzy to no one head. Okay. You just don't jokingly put some heat to someone's head. I know they're gonna use that against her, right? But she knew that Rob was not in danger. And let's talk about this shady shit right here. So she basically said there was a lot of jokes that she cut from her SNL monologue. Um, Here it goes, and even she's shading Chloe, which I'm like, no.
Oh, Chloe, you have the biggest heart. It's so big, it has room for Tristan and all of his side pieces. Oh, shit. Oh, Chloe, you have the biggest heart. It's so big.
See what I'm saying? It's like, why throw a whole tree at her? Now, Chloe didn't do anything to Kim. And my thing is, if you didn't want to use the joke, why would you still talk about the joke that you didn't want to use? And she probably did this on the reality show, so people still heard the joke. This is why I have to side some things they do. Like you don't throw shade at someone in their darkest moment. You don't want somebody to sit there and say, we seen all of Kim, including the insides of her. Like, you don't want Chloe to sit up there and drag you for your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sex tapes you probably got with everybody. So why would you drag Chloe for her dude being a whole trick, being a whole hoe? I mean, her baby daddy. I mean, that man will never be nobody's husband. Why would you do that to your sister? It's like there's no sister code or anything like that. Let me make sure I don't have anything you guys need to see. I know I need to clean up my whole thing. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw this. I did not know because I was sitting up here laughing. I was laughing at her because you trespass on my property. I'd be like, well, first and foremost, I mean, most people are not going to trespass my property. But I was looking at the video by Sean Davieway, and he did exposing the whole situation with the baby. No, 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 no. And it's crazy because people like, y'all hate him so much to where, no, here's the thing. The property the guy was on was not even the baby's property. That's what I found out. It wasn't even the baby's property. It was a whole football field that was near the baby's property. Hmm. Do I have anything else? I think we all talked about this. This right here, we heard about him getting out of jail. So, we don't know what's going on. I don't know if y'all remember this. This happened at the beginning of the month. And yes, you read correctly. The guy that took the life of the man who was Lady Gaga's dog walker and stole the damn dog was released from prison. And they cannot find him. Kind of bad timing that I'm telling you that now when this happened and this was posted on April the 8th. Yeah, I might want to turn the lights on in my room. Give me a minute. Oh my goodness, what's that? What's that? I don't even know what that is. What's that I'm stepping on? Oh, a charger thing. See if I can find something else. I'm over talking about this. I'm not talking about this because I feel like it is what it is. Nobody talked about this neither. But I bet y'all hopped on that Trey Songz situation. This is gonna be the trial of the century. Y'all already know it. Somehow this hoe gonna get off. This is an abomination. He has no right to have any form of uh what's the word of saying? And the crazy part is it's like what's the word? He shouldn't even have standards. He should just hope somebody just answer his ad on Tinder. This guy. And he looks older than 30. He looks about 45. And like I have to roast him real quick. I'm sorry. I have to roast this guy. He looks about 45. He lied by his age. I'm trying to figure out why we got a pressing curl at the top. What's that? This dude literally has a pressing curl. Okay. Nice to know that his hair took to the press very well. He looks like a cartoon character. And I already talked about this on my podcast on V42, where I said what high value men were. And Kevin Samuels is giving it to the wrong. See, that's what happened, you know. Here we go. Here it is. Simply put, being a high value means to be a man who embraces the alpha mentality, who minds his business, builds wealth, pursues a greater purpose in life. A man of this caliber will be focused on leveling up and striving every day to do better than the man he was yesterday. This will do two very important things in his life. What's another thing? Because there's a whole book on being a high value man. So Kevin Samuels is getting this all from a whole damn book. He's a man who's chosen first and foremost to pursue a greater purpose in life and make life better and more successful for not just himself, but also his tribe. Um, This will do two very important things in his life. It will make him an effective man who moves forward in life and finds success. It will make him highly desirable to women on the sexual marketplace. A human sexual marketplace value is basically a measurement of how appealing and desirable they are as a sexual partner. So, I think another part of the trait that nobody talks about that's unpopular about a high value man is that he has to also be attractive and to not be a weasel bomb for Weaselton. Congratulations, sir. You played yourself. No black women and no overweight women. Honey, you lucky if you even get a dog to sniff your butt, sir. The only bitch you're going to have is the actual bitch. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. Did y'all know this? That's 15 minutes. I say 25. He still ain't got his money from Tierra Marie. She really don't have it. And she's being honest with having it. The thing is, they're gonna put her in jail if she don't give him his money. Because you see what happened with Tasha K. Tasha K said she ain't got the money, and Tasha K. So Tasha K said she ain't had the money, and then they told her to take the video down. She said no. But if she going to jail for the video not being taken down, she ain't going to jail for not having the money. But she's like, they like take the video down, and she's like, no, and they're like, okay, we're gonna put your ass in jail. You telling me this whole time she has not had the money? So how has she been able to live? Because I mean, you at least make 50K a year or something like that. How's she been able to live? Has she been living with people and not making money, and people just take care of her? Like someone pays for food, someone pays the car notes, someone pays the utility bills and the water bills and the light bills for her. I mean, how? What about her love and hip hop chicks? And this is crazy to me because it's like this girl went from being a possible new R&B contender, and when a possible princess of R&B in hip hop, to owing 50 Cent money. Girl, let's see what else I have in this. Did any of you guys understand this? I didn't know this.
Something very close to it. And it's called NVLD, Nonverbal Learning Disorder.
On Thursday on The View, Chris Rock explained how he was recently diagnosed with NVLD, or Nonverbal Learning Disorder. The diagnosis came as a byproduct of going to therapy, and Rock told the co-hosts how NVLD affects him.
One of the things is I have a hard time picking up social cues. Like when I talk to people, I hear the words, but if you're mad at me, if you're feeling a certain way, I might have a hard time picking that up.
Rock noted that this isn't a recent development, but likely has been with him for a while.
They came back and said, you don't have Asperger's, but you have something very close to it.
So, I'm not going to lie, and I've said this on several different occasions. Well, I have not said it on several occasions, but when it comes to this whole thing, and I'm not trying to make Will Smith look like a bad person. I really don't give a damn about the whole situation. But I want to talk about this because I have seen where Chris Rock on several instances have looked confused. He even looked confused, not the night he got slapped, but he looked confused when Questlove won for the Roots. When he won and Will got up to shake Questlove's hand for winning, which I don't know, why would you get right back up knowing that somebody is shooketh from the fact that you put your hands in their face? Okay. So he looked like he was confused as to why they still let him near the stage. But there's other instances where I have looked at Chris Rock and he did like he was confused. And it was crazy to me. If you watch Everybody Hates Chris and he was talking his logic, granted his logic was logical because there was a lot of things that was going on, but he didn't understand. But he had to figure out fast. He's one of those people, he figured out fast and he look at where he is now. So there's no excuse, but in the same sense, it's like, you know, did you become a comedian because you're funny and you're sarcastic, or did you become a comedian because you are socially awkward and you're confused about what's really going on? And you just wonder that, it's just, did he just fall into this? And I don't think he just fall into this, because he's been working for what, 30 plus years now. So he didn't just fall into it. He had to work his way to get to where he's at. But I wonder if his comedy is clumsy. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the joke was not funny. And he didn't write the joke. So yeah, that's why I wondered about the whole situation. With that being said, I'm outie.